Habari Gani, Mainduga Nadada. This is your brother, your teacher, your elder, General Abu Amin Ra, coming hopefully to provide some expansion to your consciousness. At least that's my objective. Forgive me if I bring you anything that you interpret as negative and it acts on you in a negative way. To all others I say, join in, get the understanding, and if you already have the understanding, get some enhancements to your understanding, some support for your understanding. Listen, my brothers and sisters, I want you to give careful, critical thought to what I am about to reveal to some of you and bring again to the attention of those of you who already know this. But because you're involved in so much, you've pushed this on the back burner, so my intent is to bring this to the forefront of your minds once again. My brothers and sisters, now I want you to think about this. Now, I know you've heard of the Declaration of Independence, where the United States government, or the people of the United States, rather, fought for their independence from England, or the British Empire. One of the first ones to get killed and led in this revolution within the United States for the liberation of the United States from Great Britain was a black man named Crispus Attucks, a hero in the revolution that occurred in 1777. My brothers and sisters, I want you to pay attention to this. Now listen, the most important words for our discernment at this time are the following ones, which is a quotation from the book itself, from the words themselves, and I quote, "All men are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights." Listen to that now. All men are created. It didn't say anything about women. But all men are created equal and endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. In other words, rights that cannot be taken from them. It's them. It's a part of them. You can't separate the two. Now, these rights, according to the Declaration of Independence, are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. These can't be taken away from you. They are inalienable rights. What is life? Life is continued existence and growth and reproduction of yourself through your descendants. Life. So they can't take that from us. They can impose birth control on us, forced abortions upon us. They cannot castrate us or do hysterectomies upon us to curtail these rights. That's life. Liberty. What is liberty? Liberty is very simply, you want me to break it down to its first degree. Liberty is being able to do what you want to do, plain and simple. Okay, what is the pursuit of happiness? The pursuit of happiness is to be able to do everything it takes to make you happy. Simple. Now, let's think about the people who signed this Declaration of Independence. There were 56 signers. Out of this 56, 41 were slave owners. They owned our ancestors in chattel enslavement. So if they held our ancestors in slavery as they signed this Declaration of Independence, then the people defined as men has nothing to do with Africans who were serving as their slaves. Or the only other thing it could mean is that Africans who served as chattel slaves were not human beings. Simple. Nothing complicated about this. They meant one or the other. They could not mean both. Men, all men are created equally. So if they mean all men were created equally and they didn't treat us equally, then it defines itself as meaning we are not human, we are not men. Now, if you think I'm wrong, then you contend with me. Let's discuss this issue. But my brothers and sisters, we must contend with this fact. George Washington, who signed this treaty, had over 300 slaves he owned. Thomas Jefferson owned hundreds of our ancestors when they signed this piece of paper called the Declaration of Independence. So my question to you is, do you think we were included in this assertion, this claim? Or do you think they were just a bunch of hypocrites, cold-hearted entities who had no feelings for our ancestors and experienced our ancestors being less than humans, even while they cohabitated with them through rape and produced some of their descendants through them? What's going on here? Let's think about it, my brothers and sisters. This requires some deep thought, some focus, some discussion, so we can come to a conclusion as to what this really means and what we must do to set the record straight in terms of justice for ourselves and for our ancestors. Once again, peace and hotep to you, my Induga Nadada.